Welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie, Break Even. I have a website that I go to and see what the latest DVD releases are, and this was a new one. I don't know anything more about it. That's how I found it. I looked it up, and it's like four adventurous friends find $50 million in cash at a remote island, only to discover it was left by the DEA for their cartel in a rogue deal. So imagine you and four friends find $50 million, and it ends up it's the DEA and the cartel. So, you know, get excited for a little bit, then probably scared for your life. So I thought that sounded interesting. 4.6 on IMDb. Only 20 people have rated it so far. That's awesome. We're getting in on the ground floor. You're obviously interested to know a little bit more about it. As I look at the characters, Steve Guttenberg is the only one I recognize. 3 Men and a Baby, right? Oh, Police Academy. Ooh. And then there's I don't know if she's popular to everybody else. Her name is Tasya, T-A-S-Y-A, Teles. So the only reason I say that, she was in The 100, Supernatural. They also said she was in Prison Break. When I look at her, I don't recognize her. Loved Prison Break. So if you haven't seen Prison Break, the TV show, check it out. It's fantastic. Alright, that's it. Let me get into it, find out what it's really about, give you a better idea, and then ultimately let you know what I think. Stick around. Couldn't find my remote. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Break Even, and no check-ins tonight. Really wasn't needed. This is mind-blowing. I guess I had my expectations all wrong. And it starts off like Into the Blue, right? So Jessica Alba and Into the Blue, where they're skydiving, you know, scuba diving. They find all that money. So a group of four friends, whatever, boyfriend, girlfriends, you know, kind of thing going on there, and they find all this money. Great. It's got a decent plot. This one girl, her name is Jack, for Jack Queen. She's got a plan on how they can, you know, there's all fighting and stuff like that, but she's got an idea on how they can make the money usable. It's like $50 million. So there's your plot, right? So it's like, all right, how do they launder the money, and what do they do with it? And so you're watching this film, and it's riddled with bad acting, poor dialogue, but you're just hanging on. You know what I mean? There's weird transitions, like the ones that I use for my reviews. You know, like amateurish type stuff. But still, clinging on. It's an hour and 35 minutes. They're gonna make it through it. There's a little love interest going on, you know, and then there's DEA and all that stuff. Well, it really comes down to the 42-minute mark, and they hit you. That's about when I was gonna check in, but they hit you with the big twist. And I'm like, okay. So you continue to watch it. You know, there's very little development going on besides these four people, which I don't know. You know, like, you don't know how they're friends. You don't care. But it was so bad. So there's all the acting, all that kind of stuff. I was ready for that. I didn't recognize any names. I didn't know. I didn't like Jack, our main character. I thought she was out of her character. I don't think this was in her range, but that's just me, and I apologize. But it's okay. There's still some fun stuff in this movie that I'm going to enjoy. Like, I would think about, what if I got $50 million? That's even fun. You know, how would we split it? What would we do? How would I launder it? You know, so there's a little bit of interest there that I'm going to make it through this end of the film. And, you know, the one-liners that they use are, like I said, the dialogue, I don't know. And anyway, I'll be briefer. It gets to a point at the end, you know, we're at the dramatic climax of the movie, you know, everything's going on, and there's a point where I'm thinking, I think this is all like a fake. And spoiler alert, it's not a fake. Like, I thought maybe at one point this was all big joke, a big elaborate joke that this Jack girl decided to do with all of her friends. It's that bad. It is like, I'm like, okay, she's gonna be like, surprise, I was just kidding, or something. I don't know. Or I know it's hard, it doesn't make sense right now, but the ending was so poorly played out. I mean, unrealistic is an understatement. Ridiculous, just silliness, and abrupt and full of bad acting. I wish I could explain it to you, but like, I'll just give you one little piece of it. It's not going to spoil it. If you're running away they go to a car dealership which has a parking garage, I guess. And if you're running away from somebody, would you run to the top of the parking garage? You know, and then just stand there. You know, and then it like escalates from there. Oh, it was just bad. I mean, you know, the people who were supposed to be good were, you know, like, you know, crooked. I mean, the people who were good that were crooked, which we see in movies and stuff like that, and that's great. But so ridiculously wide open about their crookedness, you know, like not hiding it one iota, just out in plain sight, silliness, like stuff that would, I don't know, so many ridiculous things, and I can continue to repeat myself, but I will not. I mean, this one is a 4 at the least, you know, at the most, not at the least. It's a 4. Could be lower. I don't know. I am hopefully saving you some time, because there's nothing in this film worth watching. There you go. And maybe it is. Maybe it's worth watching just to see how bad it was. There you go. That's it. I'm going to stop right there. Hopefully I saved you some time. If you watched it and you liked it, let me know what you liked. That's cool. I mean, I'm sure there are some, you know, redeeming pieces of this that were okay. But I mean, all in all, once you get to that end, oh, I was like, you got to be kidding me. So enjoy yourself and set your expectations really, really low, and you'll be fine. All right. Hopefully I helped a little bit. And either way, subscribe to my channel, like it, you know, all that stuff that I always say. And that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmels Irish Pub.